I'm Mihai Drăghici. I'm founder and CEO of MedicPad. We build mobile apps and serve self-service kiosks for the healthcare industry. To give you an example, with all the news going on right now about the virus outbreak and how hospitals are getting clobbered with patients, we try to make that process more efficient with several applications on mobile phones and on kiosk, self-service touchscreen kiosk systems. Our team comes from myself being 20 years of engineering. I've built companies all over the world, in India, Canada, Mexico. I worked in the States and now in Europe. And I've teamed up with two co-founders, our angels, who come from very successful businesses in the core banking industry in Romania, Elena and Olimpiu. We are participating here in Amsterdam with the Health Inc. Accelerator. We were selected as top 8 health tech startups. So they are a strategic partner now, giving us very valuable information from the healthcare perspective. And we've teamed up with a 30 years of experience enterprise sales, Carlos Lozada, who's in Porto, Portugal, helping us grow MedicPad across Europe. The Health Inc. program has been very significant to our acceleration. We spent a lot of time here with mentors doing customer discovery, validation, and now we're in the growth hacking phase, executing on our scalable business model, getting close to revenue. MedicPad has solved a lot of challenges in the healthcare industry with waiting, with errors, with very inefficient processes and system bottlenecks, as we've seen on the news happening when these systems get way beyond their capacity and their limits. We ran a successful pilot program with Medicover in Romania, private hospital in Romania. It was a 4-month pilot featuring one of our applications, the MedicPad Clinic tablet, as you see in the photo. Over 300 people used the application with no guidance, no marketing, no nothing. People are just very keen to using technology to better their healthcare service. And we learned a lot of upstream and downstream problems, that connect into this integration model that we could solve to deliver our apps much faster. So we developed the clinic application, and then we saw some other use cases. Me coming from engineering, we can build very quickly. So we've built MedicPad Analytics as another application. All of our applications are available in production in the App Store, and some of them are on Android as well. MedicPad Analytics targets the nursing activity for assisted living and hospitals. A lot of the process the nurses do are still on paper. We had discussions at Fundeni about this stuff, so it was validated at a very large scale, and we're digitizing the entire nurse tracking activity to figure out when a nurse gets burnt out. We can figure that out within a 24 to 48 hour period that a nurse is burnt out and dropping the ball on things. Then we realized that the patients need attention too, so we built MedicPad Patient as a medication tracking application where you can track your medication, report adverse reactions when you're experiencing symptoms, and get alerts when there's alerts on certain medications that you should be wary of before you take them. We have had some very rapid traction. We secured the angel funding last year. We won the Raiffeisen Bank Startup Factory, giving us access to European funding from Raiffeisen Bank. We completed the pilot program to validate one of our use cases. Now we've been selected in the Health Inc. Accelerator program, creating our scalable and repeatable business model. And we've formed a Dutch company, which will be our MedicPad holding IP company and licensing company for global distribution. We've had a lot of media coverage in the press with Wall Street and hot news, building awareness about MedicPad. We're starting to actually have some brand recognition now. And we have some key advantages on our team because of the team and our experience. Being able to engineer the apps in-house very quickly. We can release updates, week over week, features, feedback from customers, and implement them right away. The Healthcare Accelerator has given us a lot of insider information into the healthcare industry. Our team in the banking understands GDPR very well, and because of our app stores and apps in production in the app stores, we can distribute globally, remotely, and implement remotely given the scenarios right now. Travel bans and stuff. I'm very excited about this. We've created an elite strategic partnership with Elo Touch. If you don't know who Elo Touch is, they are pretty much the inventors of the touch screen. Every 21 seconds, a new Elo Touch screen gets installed somewhere in the world, and we formed a partnership with them to install MedicPad software on Elo Touch hardware worldwide.
Mihai, I'm gonna be cutting you off now, but I'm sure that the Q&A session will cover some of what you were about to say to wrap up.
No problem.
Thanks for these 5 minutes of pitch. Let's now move on to another 5 minutes of Q&A with questions coming from the jury members. You will be still staying on the screen and with the jury members popping up with questions. So
absolutely.
Let's hear out the first one. Who wants to be first? From the jury members?
Yes, Cosmin here.
Shoot, Cosmin.
Mike, I'm curious about how much you raised and what is the burn rate that you're having right now. I saw quite a big team over there. And the second question is something about the market size, because I didn't quietly understood who's the customer and what would be the market size.
Cool.
Yes, absolutely. So our angel round in the beginning, we raised $20,000 for running in 2019, and then we had the Raiffeisen Bank 50,000 euro from the Raiffeisen Bank. Our burn rate is very little because we're basically all working for equity. We're putting blood, sweat, and passion into this. And so our burn rate is basically just our Azure cloud infrastructure costs right now, which are very light. We're running on the bare minimum hardware and infrastructure until we begin scaling. So the costs right now are very, very little, probably about $150 a month to operate. And then we've had, significant legal fees with all the company formations in Romania and bringing on new equity partners and forming the Dutch company. The accelerator in Health Inc. has also funded us 15,000 euros to build here in the Netherlands.
Thank you, Mihai. Thank you, Cosmin. Let's move on to another question coming from the jury members. Would you please state it?
Yeah, Bogdan here.
Hi, Bogdan.
How are you planning to scale up worldwide when you have to do training to the professionals in the field and most probably also need to integrate the whole systems with the systems of the hospitals, which are very heterogeneous? I'm curious, how are you planning to do that?
Yeah, so the go-to-market strategy and deployment starts primarily with our apps available in the App Store momentarily. So we can easily download the nurses. We're really pushing the nurse activity tracker as the showcase piece momentarily because it's very easy to implement and it's just activity tracking data. There's no patient or patient information or anything like that. It's a simple activity tracker, and so that's what we're pushing. At MediCover, we did an on-prem installation with a Blade server in their hospital. So that definitely does take some hands-on installation. Because I'm here in Amsterdam, we're capitalizing on the local hospitals with the Health Inc. Accelerator to get our software in an on-prem environment in the hospitals. And I come, from a technical experience, and I can do that myself hands-on. Once we have a repeatable process on that, we're going to team up with technical service providers, the server hardware providers that also provide support and configuration. But we want to validate a little bit more before we actually scale that fast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Time for one more question and the last question at least so far. Who wants to state it? Should now talk.
Oh,
could you say that again?
I have a question. Hi. I don't know if
Yep.
somebody else would like to ask, but I'm building on the Bogdan question here. Basically, how long does it take to actually sign up a customer and get it from initial contact to paying customer?
So as I mentioned, we're focusing on the assisted living nurse activity tracker app. That can be downloaded from the App Store on both iOS and Android devices right now. It's available. You can search MedicPad.
Yeah, I got it. But basically, how long does it take to make a contact from a contact to a paying customer, and is it enough to justify the time?
Yeah, it's taking us about 30 to 45 days from lead to contract signing and creating account.